So what would usually be Sugar Cup day at Ascot on Saturday, we've still got some really competitive action on ITV, some really good looking handicaps to get stuck into. So looking at the three best bets across the card, kick-started in the 150, the 6 furlong handicap. The one I like here is Dazzling Dan, trained by Pam Sly. Was 5th at Newbury last time out, but did take a step back in the right direction that day. Ended up sort of marooned towards the centre of the track, and across the card that day it did seem to appear to be favoured to race towards the stand side. And I'm just looking at form as well, he actually beat subsequent July Cup winner Oxted in a handicap last year. I know the latter is obviously much improved this season, but I just think he looks to be coming back to the boil. Dazzling Dan, just looking at what else is in the field, Chill made a nice encouraging comeback at Bath last time when seconds. This just looks slightly tougher than what she was racing in last year. The other side was quite impressive at Newmarket, another progressive sort in the field, being a 3-year-old. This just looks possibly a shade tougher than what he raced in last time. So I thought Dazzling Dan was well worth taking a chance on. Moving on to the 225. The mile handicap, the one I like here is Shalia, trained by David O'Meara, who has shaped really well on both starts at this track this season over 7 furlongs, especially in the international stakes last time out, when probably unlucky not to finish closer, just had to wait for the gaps that day. Has been shaping, especially last time, like a mile is probably his trip, and back up in trip, I'm quite positive he's going to run a big race, really. He's £1 lower for that effort as well, so that's always a positive. Kaz Barnes in there, who was a place in front of Shalia in the international stakes. He was sort of caught out on the wing that day as well, not ideally drawn, but he just looks to be sort of on the right kind of mark on turf. Game player has to overcome over a year absence. He wasn't seen to best effect in the Golden Mile at Goodwood last season. He hasn't run since. Roger Varian can ready them after an absence, but I'd just be concerned that he hasn't been seen for over a year. And Gillard won a competitive event in a lower grade at York last time, but the cheek pieces will have to have the desired second effect. He had them on for the first time last time, and this looks a step up in grade and just looks a shade tougher. So I just thought Shalia, who'd been shaping well, especially last time, could run a big race. And then finally, the 335, the handicap over 1.5 miles. The one I like here is Caradoc, who made a really encouraging seasonal reappearance on Derby Day at Epsom when running on from the back in the 1.25 mile handicap. He then went off joint favourite for the John Smith's Cup last time. Things didn't really unfold his way that day. He shaped better than distance beaten suggests. A lot of across the card it favoured those racing near the stand side, and he sort of made his challenge towards the far side, and I just think he's been crying out for a step up to 1.5 miles especially on that first run this season, and he ran really well over this trip at the Ebor meeting last year and just touched off. So I quite fancy him in this contest. Look closely, he's in there. £8 higher for a 2-length win over this course and distance last time, but was well positioned that day. And Omni Vega's also in there, who has looked progressive on the all-weather, but does need to show that that one can do it on the turf. But did beat subsequent Goodwood winner Cephas last time, but just needs to prove he could do it on the turf. So I thought Caradoc, just looking at that race, was probably one to favour here.